How y'all
What
feeling?
up? This your boy Doe.
What up, man? It's Foggy, man.
LTA, man. What we talking about?
Man, let's talk about it. Man, just so we don't end up talking about something else, we wrote it down today. So the first topic, we kind of had a powwow on, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take too much time on it, but we was having a powwow on it in regards to cheating versus control and ego. So, you want to talk about that? Like, or we don't spend so much time talking about it. It almost sounds repetitive. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our viewers kind of want us to continue the conversation surrounding cheating.
Right.
So we give them 5 minutes or something. How you feel, bro?
When the viewers say that.
Cheating. The only thing that makes cheating wrong is the fact that if you're committed to somebody and y'all got to understand it, then you got to honor their understanding. I think some of the problem is, though, is that we're programmed to live a certain way in the society that we live in that only been around, to be honest with you, for 70 years or so. You know, we had queens and kings and stuff of that nature, but for what they don't tell you, like as far as the textbooks and stuff, that it wasn't as structured as they try to make it seem back then, as they try to make it so much structure now. You know, at the end of the day, even if it's right or wrong, the men always, for the most part, had the control in dynamics. I
don't know, cause like if you think about it, the women ultimately had a control on who gets to do what. So yeah, men, I think men when they cheat, they use it as a control mechanism because it's like, it's the only part of their body the only entity that they really got control of. You know what I mean? And a lot of people mishandle it because, they get a little loose with it, man. Like, I think that a lot of men, in our society currently get caught up chasing, what's going on with their private parts versus, following their mind. So we get caught up in situations where, we try to maintain some type of control by, numbering the amount of women some men are able to sleep with. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about the control part. Me personally, I just think we're made like this. In the animal kingdom to the human kingdom, men, for the most part, not all men, but for the most part, men have multiple partners.
And women do too.
Yeah, it's called polyandry.
Yeah.
It's called polyandry. Women have multiple husbands.
Just as well as men have multiple women.
But even with that dynamic, once again though, men always, for the most part, control the dynamic because even though women having multiple husbands called polyandry, they practice it less than men practice polygamy.
But that's another thing too. So like I was having a conversation with somebody and they was using analogies. So they said, you ever saw a dog having sex? And most people have seen dogs humping on something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you ask the same question about a cat. Have you ever seen a cat hunching on something? It's very rare that you catch a cat having sex or hunching on something. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the difference between the men and the women. Like with men, a lot of the times the men get caught up in these situations because it's sloppy. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if a man is sloppy about what they're doing and they constantly getting caught, cheating, of course they're gonna get the bad rep as being a cheater. But a lot of the time there are women that cheat, if not, sometimes in more cases than men. It's just that we would never know because this is something that happens behind closed doors. And women are very secretive.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're very secretive.
All the studies I've seen, secret ones in the whole 9 yards, women definitely cheat less than men. Women cheat, but less than men, though.
Statistically, I think, with the surveys, it would come out that women cheat less than men. But, a lot of women might be keeping that secret. I mean, their deodorant is called secret. So you never know what's going on in some cases. Like some women might hold that secret close. And we won't know because she carry herself in a way to where nobody would even know that this is what she does in her off time.
Yeah, no, women and men cheat, but women cheat less is all I'm saying.
Okay.
What you got something to say back there?
What about when you put the numbers in place? Say for instance, like when it comes to black on black crime versus white on white crime, those numbers are placed differently because there's more whites than blacks. And what I'm trying to say is, statistically now, it's like 20 to 1 worldwide, if I'm not mistaken. It's something like 15 or
Women
20
to
to 1.
Yeah.
20 women to 1 man.
Yeah, definitely.
So how is it that we can say we, as men, cheat more when the numbers are
higher for the women?
exactly?
Right. So like that was one of my things. Like it's like with the women, for one, they have a lot of the control in the instance, right? So if a woman decides to engage in sex, she has the ultimate control over that whole situation occurring, unless the man is forcing himself upon her or trying to take something from her. The women, a respectable man is going to respect when a woman says no, right? And like, if a woman says no, like that's her call. Like she can make that call. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she can pick and choose and decide who she wants to deal with. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis or on a hit and run basis, and like nobody would even know because you know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
it's quiet as kept.
That could go for anybody. I mean, that could go
men
men or women, as far as what you're talking
men,
about.
we get sloppy though. Men get sloppy. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how to set the boundaries. Like, and that's why I keep going back to control. I think the control and the ego. You know what I'm saying? Because it strokes the man's ego to have multiple women. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that they can control. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they can control that situation, which then kind of boosts the ego, even though it's just a sexual encounter.
I mean, we're giving it all these labels, but why can't it just be that's just how we're made up? What's wrong with that?
Man,
What is wrong with that? I don't understand.
Because
Like,
I want to figure out where that accountability comes, because at some point, you know what I'm saying, in our community, you know, true indeed, you know, it could have been like X, Y, and Z in the past, but who knows? None of us was really here. So, you know, like we can have 6 or 7 wives. In Africa, this is culture, you know what I'm saying, where the men are able to have multiple women, you know what I'm saying, and it's understood by the community in which they live in, but there are like kind of guidelines that go with that. You know what I'm saying? And then like, it's just a weird dynamic.
See, you're talking about practice. I'm talking about what if you're just made like that?
I'm like,
Made like a witch.
To
Okay, wait,
cheat,
okay,
like,
okay.
I
I just came in and I apologize.
think-
It was late. Can we toast? And
Toast,
can y'all bring me up to speed? You know,
Toast,
I'm
toast.
sweet. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
We're just talking about-
with Earth guys. Earth guys, bring me up
We're
to
just
bring me
talking
up
about-
to speed. Where we at? We just
The topic is cheating.
Oh, yeah, I get that. So we just some people are just got cheat them in, just got cheat them in their DNA.
No, the reason why we call it cheated now is because of the rules, the structure.
it's just a westernized society.
No. See, because no. Cheating is cheating. The structure was what it was. Cause see, in Africa, they had to understand. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't cheating. That was a way of life.
That's how
No,
we
so
get down.
cheating is when like, cause let me tell you this. Cheating is even with you got 8 wives. Say you got 8 wives, right? You King Zamunda, and you got 8 wives. But then you decide you want to go cheat with Sally. That's still cheating. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're allowed to have 8 wives, but if you can cheat on all 8 of your wives. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, because cheating for me, okay, we gotta find what's cheating though, because that's another thing. The lines are way blurred.
Cheating is you have a commitment with somebody and you break that commitment.
Right.
See, back in the days, they didn't have stuff called cheating. There wasn't no things called cheating. The person went out and did what he wanted to do and didn't care if you
It was
cared
still
or not.
cheating though. Even just because he did what he did and it was more commonplace doesn't mean that it wasn't cheating.
Like,
No, it's why it's called cheating. What we just say is called cheating for it.
It's called cheating due to westernized society, cultural
No.
norms.
What makes it cheating
no,
for you?
no,
What's your
no.
definition of cheating?
Well, okay, listen, my thing is cheating. Anything that you ain't gonna do in front of me, that's cheating.
Right.
You dig? That is cheating for me.
There you go.
No, so my thing is no. So okay, because I think we're agreeing, but we're like coming from different angles. So what you're saying, because you're saying that because even today, oh that's me, my bad.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me turn all that off. My bad.
So I'm agreeing with you. The reason the words cheat is cheating because you're breaking that commitment that you and that person made. So I agree with you. That's what it's called, cheating.
And for me, I think a lot of men get in trouble because we think with our penises. You know what I'm saying? And we allow ourselves to get into some very bad predicaments because we want to follow the penis. You know what I'm saying? So it's many a times where fellas that got themselves in situations cheating and ended up in a worse situation because they ended up jumping off the limb. What's up, B?
Yeah, so you're talking about cheating is breaking a commitment, right?
Yeah.
Could you guys elaborate more on like the degree of commitment? Because there's type of you know, some people have like, you know, it's you know, straight platonic or this or that or you know, different agreements. Can you guys talk about that a little bit more?
Anything that y'all agreed upon and you do different, then you violated. You cheated.
Or going even further, I feel like because we come from a different, because see, I've been going through this situation, and I'm sure you, not so much you, but maybe so though, because see, we come from an era where like these little phones here, you dig, where there's all this access and all this thing, and see, and one thing, double tap, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, double tap, all that ass and all that. And my thing is, I consider that cheating and disrespectful because my thing, that's the equivalent of, but some people, you know, like you.
Harder pictures?
Yeah.
What? On the emoji?
No, straight up, no, on any of them though. Because my thing is, you can like it all day, you can look but don't touch. And double tapping is equivalent to touching. It's equivalent if a bitch just walk through and you go, hey, yeah, girl. Because you can look all day long, but you gotta tap her on the shoulder to say hello. No, and then you know why it's so hard with school because there's not niggas out here bouncing their.
Let's make it clear for the people that's listening. Hold up. So what is the difference if you tap once or twice? Tap twice. Well, how would you?
That's when the heart come through, though. Oh, you know, you got to twice. The heart come through. And my thing, that's different alpha. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bitch. And so now you giving this whatever she is an energy. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary. Why is you hurting everything?
Everything.
No, you don't, Gabe. First of all, you don't. I know you don't. Actually, no, you don't. But my thing is, no. I'm talking about the inappropriate hearting. You know, because I heart nice pictures, I heart men pictures, but I'm not gonna heart no man. You know, with his boobs out. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think my man would appreciate that if I had one. You know what I'm saying? But it would be different if it was a man, if it was my boy and his kids, or my boy like he just graduated from college, or you know that's hell yeah, we double tap that. But you don't want me to double tap this nigga all boiled up and
How would you know the difference though? How would you know what the person double taps?
Oh, I'm looking situationally, and then situationally be like, oh, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this though, because that's the.
Now we get caught, fellas. Listen up.
Before you say that,
listen
I
up.
won't forget. So if I see this trap picture, right?
Yeah.
If I just hit that one like, ain't it's a heart anyway? To like it, ain't that's a heart?
Don't be see, you know what you're doing. You're doing that man thing a little bit. Like, you know, like, oh, it means that, listen, sir. What I'm saying is bottom base, that's not, okay, put it this way. If we scrolling together, you know, or just situationally, you know, and the ass comes out, I bet you're not gonna react if I'm sitting right there. You're not gonna be like, oh. So why are you gonna react when I'm not there? You know what I'm saying? But my thing, that's why I'm saying the blinds is blurred compared to just
what it was.
Because of cheating. Because some people don't think that's cheating. Some people don't think like, you know what I'm saying? You double tap. You know, they think that's cool. You know what I mean?
Double tap. You can't double tap.
I really just wanted to notice. So if I don't, ain't that
it's a wrong.
Ain't it's a heart right there for the light, right?
That's
so if I press that heart, it's
done.
No,
you get shot in the toe. You get shot in the toe that night.
But I'm trying to understand the double tap. I'm trying to understand the double tap.
Pinky toe.
So if you touch the heart one time, it's going to light up the heart, right?
Yeah.
So what does the double tap do then?
No, I think you gotta hit it twice, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh no, maybe that's something. I don't know. Once or twice. My thing is, don't hit it no times if you're lying. Don't hit it no times if you're lying. Because my thing is, you wouldn't want me to do that either. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing. Because it is what it is. Because it's out there. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You cannot miss it. It's everywhere. You dig? But why are you leaving your print on it? You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta leave your print? Why you gotta let this chicken hoe? You know what I'm saying? Get some of your. Why you gotta give her some of your energy? You know what I'm saying?
We asking the question about
because I think that's cheating.
Is.
I do think that's a level of disrespect. If you're in a committed relationship, it's like the equivalent of like, okay, going way far, like, okay, some people, adult movies and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Some people like everybody likes watching adult movies, pornos or whatever, some level, but my thing is some people feel like, okay, we can watch it together, but don't watch it without me. Have you heard that? Some people feel like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's even different because adult movies are a whole different thing. We're talking about real people actually.
Let's ask that real quick.
That's the difference.
Are your men allowed to watch pornos by himself?
Yeah, he ain't even tripping. Mine ain't even, they ain't even.
Would you get mad if a man was watching a porno by himself?
Honestly, I'll be very honest with you. Like, if it was a situation where I was gone and he just had to do what he had to do,
that's strange.
Don't just be watching it just to be watching.
What if he was right there and he was watching the porno?
That's disrespectful. I'm right here. Ain't never happened. Never happened with me, baby.
What about you?
Me,
are you mad if your girl watch porno?
Nah, that's not. What is wrong with you?
Are you mad if your girl watch porno by herself?
That's much.
I don't care about.
How about you? Did you get mad if your girl watch porno by herself?
I'm talking about like when I'm saying when I say by yourself. You saying I'm talking. You talking about when you're sitting here and I'm just over in the corner just watching them.
Understand this
though. That's weird.
What she just did was give us a breakdown of shit that'll get a motherfucker fucked up.
Man,
straight
and
up.
Vice versa. You never think about it vice versa because it's so skewed. Y'all men don't have men are not over sexualized and out there the way. Now there are some niggas out there just out there, but that is disgusting. As a woman, that's not a turn on for me situationally. Just like even male strip clubs versus women's strip clubs. I'll go to a female strip club, but I'm not going to see no men's strip club. And the only reason I'm really going to the female strip club is because it's be popping. You dig? And you know what I'm saying? And
why won't you go to the men's strip club?
Because that's nasty. For me, I'm not into male dances. I'm one of them women. I'm not into that.
Okay,
that's nasty. Because it's nasty.
Why?
It's not a turn on for me. It doesn't turn.
So are you into men or women?
I'm into men 1,000,000%, but not oily men that don't belong to me, bumping and grinding. I'm not into that.
But you into the woman that you're not even into?
No, I'm not even into. Know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because what I'm just saying is
prefer to go to
a female strip club. And only because it's topic, it's just a different level. Because I'm sure you've never been to a men's strip club, and it's just a little weirder and borderline gay. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't even go. It's not a turn on for me. I've been to shows. I've been put on shows with male dancers. I don't like that. I don't need no nigga grinding on me. I don't want nobody's privates on me that don't belong to me.
I feel the same way about women.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want you on me. Like, it's cool. Like,
I will go.
It's entertaining. And really, I feel like we baby.
I will throw a couple dollars
support the cause, but get off of me, girl. You nasty.
That's nasty. I will not allow them to grind on my legs.
You nasty.
That's why I believe relationships should be relationships and not ownerships.
No,
that's the reason why I got a problem.
No, you definitely give people room enough. You definitely give people room enough to see what they want to do.
Because we just heard right now that she said, you shouldn't be liking a lot of pictures.
Don't be double tapping. I was trying to tell them it's the game.
I'm talking about the disrespectful pictures.
I think you would not like that.
No,
I'm like, why'd you text?
No. Well, if we did, he's double tapping all of them. Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? But
I've seen the situations where things get escalated because of a Facebook or Instagram post.
For sure.
It's women out here.
But the line is skewed.
Women will shut it down if they find out that they man or so whoever they into is liking some other woman's picture. I've seen that happen.
That's why that's a rule.
One of the sloppy mistakes men make. Men make it. If your woman tell you, if this your woman, and she tell you she don't want you double tapping on Instagram, and you go double tap on Instagram, you don't think that's gonna cause conflict?
Of course, but this is my thing. How the hell she even know that? That's why
she watching the page.
That's why
she watching the page.
That's why the women. And this is why I got a rule for you fellas out there.
This is why we get caught.
I got a rule.
Women don't.
I got a rule out there for you fellas.
Straight up.
Do not be a girl that you fucking on. Do not be her friend on social media. I'm no girl I'm fucking on social media friends.
You just condone it.
Or how about this, bro? How about this,
what if that's your wife?
How about you just don't do nothing?
We're not gonna be friends on social media. I gotta be around you every day, all day. What the hell?
Look,
I've never been a girlfriend on Instagram or none of that.
That's secrecy. That's secrecy.
No,
that's grounds for relationship destruction.
I believe you gotta have boundaries in a relationship. If I gotta wake up to you and go to sleep to you, why I gotta be your friend on social media too?
See, that doesn't even sound like a healthy relationship. What you mean, God? That's a
you know what I mean?
No, because mine.
Now we're gonna play the words.
No, words is everything. No, words is everything.
Okay, let me switch it. If I wake up to you every day and go to sleep to you every day, why
Are
would
you
I
married? Are you married?
Listen, can I finish my statement?
Oh, my bad.
Why would I want to be your friend on social media and I look at you every day, all day?
Look at me. That's what?
I'm saying if I'm your friend in real life,
You are in a.
why am I your friend on social media? That's just me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's just me.
This is one of the reasons why we're having this conversation. Because in the midst of it, we have to understand that there are boundaries and different levels.
You gotta have boundaries.
Boundaries and different levels of expectations from the individuals that you're dealing with. So in order for you to really make something successful, you have to understand the person you're dealing with. And in regards to cheating, if you go, it's gonna happen. A lot of people do cheat, you know what I'm saying? But these are prime examples of why the men get caught up so much, right? You're double tapping on the pictures. You can be accused of being a dog because you out here liking and socializing with people on social media. And the woman that's at home can take that as in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Go ahead.
What you got, bro?
Okay, so what if, I'm just gonna throw this out there, you guys can chop it up how you want to, but what if another reason cheating happens is because somebody wants to see and make sure that the one that they're with is really that one?
What do you mean?
They testing the waters.
They testing the water, yes.
But you risking it all though, testing the waters, because I feel like we grown as ever, and if you not sure, hey, you know what? I'm really digging you. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Everything's great and everything. You know what I'm saying? For everything, but I think we probably need to just take a step back. You know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, grab it, but you know you're not gonna grab it while you're exclusive. So you do what you do. We're gonna take a step back and you can do whatever you want to do.
And I appreciate that.
You dig? That's called communication. No, because because he's saying.
Let him explain what he did. What did you mean?
You gotta have it.
Well, okay, so what I meant by that, just to throw it out there for you guys as viewers and stuff is, a mutual understanding or, hey, I love you, but
this is what it is.
if I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you,
yes,
I want to see if I don't connect with somebody else.
Have that conversation though. Just don't do it behind nobody's back. Have that conversation.
But sometimes too, if that happens, that can also tarnish what you already had built.
You gotta decide if it's really that worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you communicate.
In order for you to just remain on the righteous path is to just be
honest. Wait a minute.
Honest in the dough.
Honesty is the best policy.
And talk to somebody and let them know, like, look, I like you.
Man.
X, Y, Z. On the weekends, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And she like, you know what?
She's either gonna go with it or she's not.
Like, we good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's women out here that actually are understanding.
Very much so. Very much so. And both ways. And men. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And men. Both ways.
So honesty is the best policy. And also remember, it's a relationship, not a ownership.
Right.
But it's
that's
control,
for sure, though.
right?
It's a relationship.
So is it an ownership if there's a piece of paper involved?
A lot of the time, men cheat out of the thought of control, and that is what I honestly believe.
That's what you think. You can't say that's the reason
control,
why.
dog, because it's the only thing that they can control.
But you can't
If
say that's what it is.
if they in a relationship, they're gonna feel obligated to make sure that they taking care of said woman, right? So a lot of men cheat because they want to have some type of control outside of that relationship.
What do you guys think?
We ain't gonna be able to see it.
Yeah,
we can see it.
What's going on? Well, on Facebook they asking questions.
Yeah.
What they saying? Talk to us.
No. Yeah. Thank you. You gotta let them know. We're watching it.
I can't hear y'all comments.
We're watching it.
What's happening?
Oh man.
Talk to us real quick. If you want to shoot a phone number, shoot the phone number.
My wife said she wish she was here.
See?
Okay.
See?
What's up?
Okay.
What's up, Kelly?
So what else we got, man? Just remember,
relationships
is a partnership and a relationship, not an ownership.
Yes.
And be honest. That's
Be
just
honest.
be honest. That's where the cheating comes is when you're not honest.
For the fellas, stop moving with your penis, man. Understand that your penis.
And women. Both of y'all, your privates, period.
True indeed.
Don't move with your privates.
My words for the fellas out here, don't move with your penis, man.
Women don't move with your privates either.
If you're moving with your penis, dog, you can end up in some danger, right? So you gotta be able to evaluate this. Stop moving with your penis. Start thinking things through and communicate with the individuals that you're dealing with, man. And life will be so much greater.
Honesty is your best policy.
Honesty is the best policy, man. It ain't cheating when you telling the truth.
Unless you fuck with law enforcement.
It's not. Cheerios.
Cheers to that.
To honesties.
Understanding. You want to tell them anything before we get off of this topic?
Well, cheating. So are we still under the impression that men cheat more than women though?
Far as surveys go, and the people I've been around in my life, men definitely cheat.
I say the survey's lying because the women ain't telling the truth.
No, it's
the women ain't getting caught.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
It's more women than there are men, so technically women cheat more than men.
Oh, so he came from another little way. I didn't even think about that.
It's a numbers game.
And they sneaky
is.
as hell.
Wait. I would say we are very,
Hey, look.
we are very
Ask them to
detail
chime in
oriented.
What they think.
What y'all think?
Huh?
Who, the
Ask them.
Facebook?
Yeah.
What they
What
talking?
y'all think?
What do they think about this?
What y'all think? Who cheat more, men or women?
What y'all think about the topic?
It's always gonna be biased though. Women gonna say men cheat more. Men
What y'all think about the topic?
I honestly think women cheat more.
Surveys wise, men cheat more. But I could go with what your brother said as far as numbers. I could go for that. If you got 100 dudes and you got 500 women, if it's 50 of those 100 dudes cheating compared to their 20, ratio wise, it's more.
250.
Yeah, just like there's more white people on welfare.
Just bottom line, let's just not do the all men cheat or the all women because it's a people person thing, you know. The people, it just goes both ways. And then do we establish what is cheating to you? What's cheating to you?
If you're just not honoring your commitment that you made.
Cheating is when you
Whatever
step
that
outside the
commitment is.
box and you start not communicating or trying to hide what's going on with the
Cheating
person.
for me, for anybody in future who thinks maybe they're gonna be like, listen, cheating is anything that you won't do in front of me, don't do it behind my back.
So don't be double tapping.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Don't double tap.
My wife Kelly, she say men, and Kimberly say men.
And then Nia says everybody cheat. Nia said everybody cheat.
No, we know everybody cheat. We said who you think cheat more.
Who cheat more?
Who cheats more?
It doesn't even matter because we just shouldn't even cheat. But but we do need to dispel that it's a women or a man thing because it's a people thing.
Or we get rid of the westernized society's train of thought that makes us believe that we are supposed to remain monogamous.
See, now that's a conversation. See, now that's the thing right there. But
Right.
once again, though, if you're not following the commitment that y'all have,
You gotta have that line of communication.
that's where it becomes cheating, is when you're not being honest. So when you meet somebody, you tell them, "Hey, listen, man, I don't really think I could be with one person." You gotta lead with that.
You gotta
lead with that.
And say it with your chest.
Because if you get in a relationship and think it's just them, and it's not just them, it's
It's
just
a problem. Next thing you know, you ended up with busted out windows, slashed out tires. You got some stalker minding your business on Facebook.
Oh,
You got people making fake Facebook pages trying to figure out your location.
Sounds like a personal problem.
That they think you might. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing.
It's traumatizing.
And that's the thing I'm saying though, like what I say, it's a relationship, not an ownership. Why the hell are we going through all these measures to find somebody cheating? Like, why is we going through that measure to try to
Because
find
she cares. Let me tell you, if she ain't, if she's not checking, if she's not looking, then baby, she's cheating herself and she's not worried about it. I know, no, it's care though too though. It's care though too. It is a level of truth, but let me tell you this. If I'm not looking, if I'm not checking, if I'm not working, guess what? I'm not into you.
That's not true.
No, it is. And you know what I mean? Like there are some people that I am just speaking for myself.
So let's just get that clear. Let's make that clear. Hold on, let's make that clear.
Somebody coming in. What happened?
I know my worth.
So
people are saying that they know their worth and they cannot settle for number 2. They gotta be number 1.
See, my thing is this, right? So hold on, let's get this clear what she just said. She said a woman or even a man, I guess we could put it on both. They're not into their partner if they're not snooping?
No, that's
Oh,
control.
what I'm saying is
That's
no.
control.
If listen, listen, hold up. My
That's
thing
not
is
being
just like, if she's not, if she doesn't care where you go, if she ain't tripping you about you coming home late. And let me tell you this. If she, exactly. If she's not
That's not what we said. That's not what we said.
No, but that's, okay, so if
That's not what we said.
well, that's what I am saying.
I'm saying going through your social media, going through your phones. Like, why is you trying to check to see what a motherfucker is doing if you don't trust him? Don't be with him.
You're right. You're right. You're
Like,
right.
that's crazy.
And I hope you find what you're looking for.
I will, and I do. I be checking the temperature. I do.
A lot of people
I check
want
the
to
temperature.
control
Right.
individuals that they deal with based upon if they get some private parts. It's control. It's
Well, for
and that's
me,
why I keep going
it's
back
not
to
control. But for me, it's
Some
I want
trust.
truth.
Some people lose their trust.
They lose the trust and they up.
I put it like this. Say if I got a girl, her phone face up right here and it start ringing. I'm gonna just say your phone ringing. I'm not gonna be seeing who's on that motherfucker for what.
Well, it's not about this. Okay, so let me tell you what my logic with this. Let me tell you.
Your phone ringing. That's what I'm like. This phone.
Even though we have all these phones and all this stuff,
Darnell,
I feel like, let me tell you, because I do. I go through phones on a level of listen to this though. Because I feel like we're in a committed relationship, you can pick up my phone at any time and I should be able to pick up your phone. And even going further, we can have one phone and it's nothing.
Why though?
Why not though? My thing is because there should be no extra. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. But we're in an era where these devices have created this whole little secret world. Because you go here on Plenty of Fish and whatever the secret got a phone in your back, and that's just ridiculous.
So do you think you check phones because you cheated before?
No, I have, okay, for the record, I have cheated, and I don't stand on it,
So
and I check
see,
phones, it's just like,
what's
for
up?
one, it's because just like a tick that I got, and I check to check temperature, and I do, and just like the logic that I said, it's not because of what I'm doing, just in general, I must say, I just do it because I feel like, just bottom ass line, that I feel like I should be able to without a problem, and vice versa.
This is when a person.
I got a question. I got a question.
You feel like you can check the phone because you gave him something?
No, I gave him some.
No, that's not what she said.
I am everything, not gave him some because I'm everything.
I got a question.
What's up, bro?
So, if you with somebody, and then let's say they do this, they do that, but you with them 24/7 almost, right? Y'all in a committed relationship. You each got your own phone. He ain't not once looked at your phone while it rang, asked to see your phone, no none of that. Asked you about your phone, no none of that, right? But you with him all the time.
That's Darnell.
You with him all the time. You see what he do. He got full trust in you. Do you still have that hinkling to want to check his phone too?
Yeah.
Even though he ain't even paying no mind to yours or
Now,
nothing.
when I respond to you, this is me responding. My name is Tiffany Walker, sweet. It's capital. I'm still gonna check the temperature.
You know why though?
I am. It's me.
So now it's a trust factor.
No, it's not a trust factor.
She's not gonna tell the truth.
Some people like chocolate.
It's a trust factor.
Some people don't. I check
This is the
phones.
problem.
It's a trust
Something
factor.
that I do.
Hold up, this is the
It's
problem
me.
with society.
I'm
though.
honest about it.
This
I'll
is-
tell you up front.
This is
So
the-
listen.
So you was hurt. You was hurt.
No, it wasn't even about being hurt.
never
No,
get the
you know
truth
how
out
some
of her.
people, you know
She's not
when you
gonna
go to
take the
people's
truth.
bathrooms, listen, you know when you go to people's bathrooms, you know how you look in their medicine cabinet?
Right.
Some people, I look in
But
people's
why?
medicine cabinets.
Okay.
It's just
Why?
something that I do. Maybe I'm a little nosy, maybe I'm
But
a
I mean,
little
but
I'm not tripping, I'm just saying.
But check it out,
I'm not
but check
saying
it out.
this right is wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm just being completely
So we just
honest
said,
and
don't just say what it is
transparent.
though. Just say what it is though.
I'm telling you what it is.
Hold on. What if you have a code that you don't have, or he got a face recognition?
I get
so
the
you
code, or
take-
I put it on your face.
So you
sneak
sneak
it.
it.
now you sneaking.
I do that shit.
Now you sneaking.
Guess what?
AKA,
Wait,
it's a trust factor.
You're not just picking it up while he woke.
I'm being honest with y'all.
You're not
I'm
just
not
picking
saying
it
it's
up while
right.
he woke.
Y'all
Ask him to
listen.
put the code in and let me do it.
But what you tell him, but what you tell,
Oh, no, I ain't even tripping. Oh, no, I don't.
Give us some backup.
but what you tell that person when they woke up, what you did.
Yeah, especially if I found something. Oh, for sure.
But if you
Well, no,
didn't
if
find
you didn't
out,
find anything.
No,
I'm not cuddling with you.
I got another question.
No, you see, you're still holding secrets.
I got another question.
You're still holding
Your
secrets.
phone last night.
I got something
when you
else.
was sleeping. I used your facial recognition, and you liked the picture,
Yep,
motherfucker.
you did that.
It's over.
I got
You
something-
double tapped.
Hey, look, I got something else, right? See, at the end of the day, and this ain't just for you, this is just called period. What that's called is insecurities. She don't want to say it, but that's what that's called. Now, moving on to the next thing about this. That's what it's called.
I mean,
but
I don't know.
This is another thing.
She's
Why
checking the temperature.
do man or woman? Why do we look for something and then when we find it, we don't even leave? All it does is cause an argument.
No,
All it does is cause an argument and a fight, but we don't even leave.
But understand
so
this.
what did we look for?
Okay, so
wait, understand this, right? It is control.
Yeah.
It boils
down to control.
Control.
You keep putting that word out.
So, but check it out.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
So check it out.
For me, it's just like I actually want to know.
Check it out. Check it out. What he just said.
You use sex as a way.
Oh, they gonna like back up. Come on, back up. Get in here. Come on in here.
What you gotta say?
Back up.
So check it out. So off of what you just said, right? Why is somebody looking for something just to argue? Well, I've heard that if they didn't care, they wouldn't say nothing at all. But then again, I also heard, the flip side of that. Oh, I want you just for myself, but then you want your cake and eat it too. So I mean, I've seen both sides.
You're supposed to eat the cake.
I've seen both sides. I've seen and heard both sides. But the bottom line is that it still come down to that trust, that control,
and ego.
And the ego.
Yeah.
Because
we back and we got we brought a few more guests in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If y'all wanna tell them y'all names or whatever, we can start from here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Ari Lachey. I am the CEO of Fluffy Angels Entertainment.
There you go.
It's a plus-size hostess company. I'm a promoter, I'm a model, and I have my own VIP girl. So if you want to book us to host, VIP, anything, come and holler at us. Fluffy Angels Entertainment.
Do we got her in the shot?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we got now this is my thing. Go ahead. I know too good. You know my thing.
Hello, I am Selena.
Yes, you are.
What else I gotta say?
Whatever you want to do. That's it.
No,
No.
ain't that.
No.
We had her on one of our other shows too before, so she definitely got some plug in before.
Right, yeah, so, I run Dance with Purpose Dance Company, Sensational Sense and Healing. I am a holistic healer.
Yes.
And I am also a designer.
Yes, you are.
And I'm just all about the community and peace. And that's it.
Right, no doubt.
That's it.
And right now,
And that
we are office number 1 in Checkerboard Pizza.
Oh,
So what we
okay.
gonna do?
Not supposed to
Okay,
be
so we're
either.
gonna let you guys chime in. We done had a pretty interesting
Let's recap.
We're gonna do a few minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a few minutes on the topic that we was on, and then we want to talk about the strike real quick for the teachers.
Okay, yeah.
So the first subject was
Cheating.
cheating. So
Control.
who do you believe cheat more,
Who
men
y'all
or
think cheat
women?
more?
With men or women?
We can start with that. Go ahead. Y'all can just
Straightforward. Who
Okay.
cheat more?
Go ahead, Selena.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's who does more, and
Yeah.
who does less. To be honest with you, I feel like everybody just equally has cheating in them.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. That's my thing.
and it's just not saying that everybody's going to cheat, but
It's not a man.
it's not I don't feel like men cheat more than women because baby.
Okay.
Women can get down.
Tell me about it, please.
Well, what I
Fill me
didn't say
in.
is that women
I
don't
need
get
all
caught
that
as often.
information.
They don't get caught as often. That's the thing.
right.
And all men don't cheat, and
Right.
all women ain't saints.
So
Right.
what you saying?
So that's
Women
it.
throw the drawers away?
No, I don't think that's what it
They
is.
burn the draws. They got the little draws.
They will burn the draws. They will make sure that their GPS.
You seen that new dance,
They will
Black?
make sure that their
You seen that new dance, Black? You seen that new dance that
The wheels
smell it? You seen that new dance?
the drawers.
Y'all do it to the baby
Don't
center.
let her go out with no spin in the night bag.
Yeah.
When you gotta spin in the night, it gotta be spin in the night. When you gotta spin in the night bag.
So
So do you feel the same way?
So she thinks it's equal.
I
Oh, yeah.
also think it's equal. Let me explain why I think it's equal. Because cheating is not just a form of having sex. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People feel like cheating is,
That's the
I'm
next
gonna
question.
go have sex with somebody. No,
Right.
no.
Talk to the people.
No,
Talk to the
no,
people.
that's not. So if I'm with my man, which I ain't got when I'm single, hey, praise God. If I have a man, and if I'm thinking about fantasize about another man, that is a form of cheating. Also,
It's bad.
Everybody gonna cheat, but this is how you do it too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everybody's gonna cheat?
Everybody, I feel
Hold on.
everybody.
Go back to what you
in
just
your
said.
She said,
everybody.
Even if you're fantasizing
Yes.
about another man or woman,
Yes.
it's considered cheating.
Because that is the next thing.
A
What do you
form.
consider cheating? I consider it, okay.
Yeah, you can answer.
Fantasize about another man sexually. Okay,
Cut to the
and yes,
Yeah.
Let me tell you why it's a thought.
Because that's
Because
where-
if I think I'm a cheat, I most likely
It's gonna
will.
happen. Just like
If I feel that way, like if I'm with somebody, around somebody, and they give me that spiritual connection, that chemistry, and I'm feeling like, damn, I think I'm gonna do. It's a form of
Starts with a
cheating.
thought, yeah.
It starts with a thought. All cheating starts with a thought. Maybe I should.
All things start
or
with a
maybe
thought.
I should.
Wait.
Even though I'm about to work out.
This
I'm about
so
to work
now,
out,
no.
it
That's
literally
too
start
good.
working out.
That's
No, that's too real.
real.
That's like y'all. Me,
Okay,
a
okay.
lot of people think that women are more emotional with cheating. We're not.
Yes,
I'm gonna be
true.
honest. Let me tell you why we're not. Let me tell you why we're not.
Say that shit.
Because the problem is a lot of people think that women think we're so emotional every time we have sex. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
no, man, I just want to get off real quick, and I'm gonna take you back to wherever you want to go to.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's more so in how you are spiritually connected with somebody.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm spiritually connected with somebody and I'm not with them, I promise you, that's when you know there's something. It's a problem.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I'm just, I see this guy, he cute. I'm gonna go have a little couple drinks. We gonna have a bust him down real quick, and I'm gonna let him go home.
Bust him down real quick.
That's a difference.
She just said she busting down the bin.
I'm not personally.
Not personally,
No.
but if that's what it boils down to, some women bust your ass
For
down.
real. Both that. So quit.
So we be thinking, a lot of men probably think they doing something too.
But they
The
not.
whole time they be getting bust down.
So, Selena. So, what is your definition of cheating? What do you consider cheating? Because what I said
What she
first
said?
was
If you
anything
the
that you
bomb,
want
blow
to
me
do in
the
front
fuck
of me, baby. Anything.
And I'm not a
Okay,
jealous
yeah.
person. I am not a jealous person.
Not a no chick,
I'm a
never-
very, very, very
Okay,
confident ass woman.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna say my man, he cute. Or she fancy.
Right.
But if I'm going like, if I'm sexting her, yeah, baby, you look good as I wanna fuck. Nigga, that's cheating, bro. You're literally thinking, or women. Oh, girl, man, I suck your dick. That's cheating.
Why can't
Period.
it be-
Okay, let's
okay, why
period.
can't- why
What's
can't
what-
it be
okay.
disrespectful? You can't call it cheating.
Oh, no.
That's
If you're in a relationship,
disrespectful.
Selena, what is the definition of cheating for you?
Hit ya. Look. Yeah.
Definition of cheating for me is definitely when you look outside of your relationship for something else. I think the worst type of cheating is when you give your emotions
Come on
and
now.
when you give emotionally to somebody else when you're in a relationship, that shit will hurt worse
Yes,
than
it
being screwed on, because you gotta have that type of connection. Like if you're forming that connection and you're forming that spiritual bond with somebody and you're giving it to somebody else and all that other stuff, like that right there will cut me more than you just banging somebody real quick.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So,
better
is
not
it safe
even think about
to,
it.
so is it safe to say just flat out cheating? Like say it was a one night stand, motherfucker just got drunk and cheated. That's not a deal breaker for you then?
It is for me.
I don't play around with that.
Yeah.
I am celibate. I have not been in any type of nothing for 3 years. So
that's
for
not
me,
good, but go ahead.
it is good.
As a human body, it's not good. I'm just saying.
It is good.
Scientifically, that's not good. That's all.
What are you saying?
It's very awesome. But anyway, no. I'm gonna play games.
No,
Say that again, but with your chest.
I can't remember.
Listen, and I know everybody has their thoughts about that, and that's cool. But when you're on a different journey and you're understanding what you allow in your space, in your body, like I don't play those games. So for me, that emotional cheating is gonna be worse, and that's just it.
So that
that one night stand and all that other stuff.
No.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
She does.
Cause why
Why are we there? Like, are you?
and then you're gonna
But you
transfer.
said-
So you're gonna transfer that soul time back to me.
You said two different things though.
Hell
You said
no.
that
She
you
said
said that a person it will hurt more if he got
Doesn't mean it's a deal breaker.
Wait,
No,
she
but you
said she
that
would rather
you was like,
somebody
what
have a
somebody
quick
did.
I said if somebody somebody did just cheat on you just on a one night stand.
But it does hurt more. Okay, because listen.
Is it a deal breaker?
But
She
it's
would
still,
prefer a deal breaker.
I don't want, yeah, I don't
So
want
how is you ever
to
going to
sit
get to
there.
the part that's worse than if that's a deal breaker out the gate?
Well,
How you gonna get to the
what
bullshit?
she's saying,
No,
they're both deal breakers, but what she's saying is the difference
They ain't
between
cheating on me,
somebody
I'm
saying, oh, I love
no
this bitch
problem.
one time versus I love this bitch and I'm gonna get married to her.
I
And then, you know
know,
what I'm
but-
saying, that's the difference.
It would just hurt more. That
Yeah,
would just
no,
hurt more.
it's a different level, because
Yeah,
it be
it's a
like,
different
sometimes you do
level.
have a woman of weakness and da-da-da-da, even though, no, we're not slipping and falling into the, listen, you made a decision and boom, 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 and that's why it's still a deal breaker, but it's a different thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it just hurts
it's
more.
different if it's like, oh, this was just a nothing, oh, plenty of bitch ass bitches.
I
And
know.
I just fucked the bitch versus, oh, this is, oh, I love her and we're about to, you know what I mean? Those are two different.
Alright, so-
Go ahead. I just want to say also, when I was in a relationship like for 2 years prior to, I was married for around 75,000 years to a man that I did not want to be married to.
Yeah.
So
And
why is
he-
you married?
I married him.
we
Oh
don't
no,
have time for that, man.
no, it's quick. I married him because I was in a, I wanted to get away from my mother.
No, we don't. Just think-
I was 17 and I wanted to get away from my mother.
Right,
That's what we
okay.
were married for.
Okay, so you away from
But
mom.
when he
Okay.
cheated, it didn't bother me. Only reason I didn't bother because I was not connected with him spiritually at all.
Right, yeah.
No
yeah,
connection at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
It was and we do that often though. We Yes. talked about that kind of, just touched on it though slightly though, because we do that where we get into relationships, stay into these relationships for all of the freaking wrong reasons. Yeah. So we kind of touched on how we don't, okay, because even like with like one night stands, like you ever had, go ahead and do it with somebody and then guess what? Y'all don't got shit to talk about the next day. Y'all don't got no connection. Y'all already done went through that thing. You know what I'm saying? And so and then so it's like okay, we keep this going because maybe it's convenient or maybe he got money or because or she's cute. But I don't like her. I don't really like him. I don't like his friends. I don't like her mama. I don't like the kids. He's short.
It's a physical connection.
Physical connection. And a physical connection will not hold over. You gotta have more than a physical connection. A physical connection will not happen without
Physical connection is nothing but
There's
infatuation.
nothing wrong with physical connections, right? Because a lot of the times our main attraction is based upon.
But it can't be solely physical though, because we're not
It's
just
not-
physical
it can't be
beings.
solely
We're
physical,
spiritual beings.
But we understand that there are some people in this world who believe that the only way for them to express love is physical.
My man got something real quick. What you got?
What's up, man?
So with everything that was just said, talk about the time factor as far as cheating or not cheating and
Time factor.
connection and not
If
connection.
you like a picture on Facebook, you're done.
That's what we talk. No, see, we talked about the double tap. Oh, I brought it up. I brought it up.
If you emotionally attached to
Let's ask a
somebody
new
else,
guest. Let's ask a new guest.
it's
what they
done.
think about that.
Yeah. We definitely let's actually weigh on that because I feel like I do feel it's disrespectful if you're my man and you double tapping on this ass or this. I feel disrespectful like that, and I feel like that is not something that should happen.
So we're saying
because we're in a new era, and
if
feel
a
like
man double taps on a picture of a woman, that's, I don't give a fuck.
No, I do though. If we're
I
different.
really-
That's
No,
cool.
Let me tell you why I don't care. Because I'm so confident you can tap that ass on that. I like it. But at the end of the day,
It's a
you
problem
argue
for
with me. You looking at me, I don't care. My thing is, what I care about is if you tap that picture, you hit their inbox. That's when I care. But if you tap on that picture, I'm going to tap on the nigga's picture. He fat.
Well, see why though? Why
Let me tell you why. No, because I feel physically, I'm like, oh, he's fine.
Cause see, I'm not gonna do
And
that
I think
though.
he's cute.
I'm not, cause I do roll. I'm like, he is fine, and I say he's fine in my head, and I keep scrolling. Cause I wouldn't do that out of respect for my man.
I get you,
So
but
I wouldn't do
Can I
that.
say something?
It's-
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people these days. They take this Instagram and Facebook and
So
stuff so
overboard.
personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it's not personal, it's really public.
But it is real though.
It's public.
But
And
these
when
are
we're
real
out,
people though.
when we're out in the public, as me as an individual, if I'm with my woman or not, we both have an understanding. My eyes can go where they please, as long as I don't touch.
Or
So
how you
what I'm
people
trying to
look at
say
it,
is, on the phone, I'm just looking.
the double tap though. You can look. Go
And
ahead.
a lot of these
looking.
profiles are bots.
Why do you got
just
double tap?
look-
Let me ask that. Why do
But
you
I'm just
Let me ask everybody.
whether it's a like, I'm only looking because I like. So why can't
But why
I
can't
like
you just
the
like it
picture?
in your head? Why do you have to leave this impression on this
Whether-
hoes ass?
Whether-
Why do you have to leave that? Why do you
Whether
have to do that?
I'm with
Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to do that?
Whether I'm with,
Why do you have to
whether
double
my
tap?
girl is on
Let
my
me know.
side, whether my girl is on my side or she's somewhere else, my eyes still look
No,
and
that's
see
fine.
she's
No,
a beautiful
I get
woman
that.
or not a beautiful
What
woman.
she's saying is, you can look at light, but why do you gotta show you?
Yeah, why do you
What
gotta
she
tell?
said.
Why do you gotta say
I
why?
think, this is a different level. Let's just stop that real quick. So if it's just a regular ass person,
No, just a picture,
I
yeah.
look like, okay, Instagram model.
Like, no, yeah, no, I'm saying like, oh, they graduated from college, or,
No,
or,
okay,
I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about this.
No, what I'm
What I'm talking about this, you know what I'm saying? Why are we double tapping
Wait a second,
that?
let me tell this is what I'm saying. If, say for instance, me and you, I don't know you, but we know of you, my man know you, and he double tapping on your picture, it's a
That's cool,
problem.
yeah.
Let me tell you why it's a problem, listen to me.
That's a problem, yes.
Let me tell you why it's a problem, because it feels like,
That's the problem, right.
why you know this bitch, what's happening between you?
Versus her typing Eve, that you would never meet.
Or another
No, but Eve is still a real person, and I'm not talking about Eve or her performing, but if Eve is out here, you know, but why are we doing this? There's no reason to give her, no, we can meet Eve.
Pause.
Eve is not unattainable.
So-
Eve can, wait, just
So
like.
my thing is with all of this, right? So a lot of the times, them double taps can lead to double taps.
Man,
I ain't gonna
thank
lie.
you. That's exactly
You can- what I'm
that. That's
just saying,
exactly
in
that.
general.
Exactly that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Keisha from around the corner or Megan Thee Stallion.
Hold on. Like literally.
That is
The
what I'm
energy,
saying. The
and
energy.
the frequencies
Period.
that we have as human beings is transferable.
Yep.
So I've seen certain instances where a heart leads to an inbox,
Man.
right? And then
That's
that
what she
inbox-
just said.
I just said that.
If you going to somebody
I mean,
inbox, but if you
it
just
happens.
we just talking
Just like you
about
start
she
with
ain't.
thought.
It's better.
That's not what she explained. That's not what she explained.
But that's what I'm saying though.
That's not what she.
That's what I'm saying
That's
though.
not what you said.
But that's what I'm
But that's
saying,
not what
though.
you said. You said just a look
We didn't say
will
that.
get you in
No, I'm talking about
trouble.
looking.
But not a conversation.
talking about
An inbox is a conversation.
But then check
That's all I'm saying.
But check this out too. Same with
That's
that.
all I'm
Hold on, check it out.
saying. Inbox is a conversation.
What he just said,
In a lot of cases,
what he just said, she said.
In a lot of cases.
Look, hold on.
What's up, Tom?
You can double tap. Just don't cross that DM
Oh,
line.
that's
That's a
But the
conversation.
thing is a lot of them, and that's why I understand what she's saying, because a lot of them double tap hearts lead to that.
Man.
Right,
Just
but
one.
Lead to
She
that.
might, you might not hop in her inbox. She might
Okay,
not.
so hold on.
We finished.
Hold on,
A
Bart.
lot of the times, right? Like we post that affection or that admiration,
Right.
and it is send a signal to the other person's brain, like
Man.
Right.
maybe this person
Right.
into me.
Yes.
So, but then check this out though.
That is that
But check this out though. But check this out. Hold on, check this out.
We get the other guest real
So-
quick. Hold on. The guest that hasn't answered this question yet. Can we get her real quick? What do you think about your relationship to social media? What you think about that?
I'm
Do you
sorry.
double tap?
I'm sorry.
be double tapping?
I'm getting ready to be 43 years old.
Okay.
And I need y'all to understand that I am such a free spirit. I don't believe in none of that bull crap, those rules and restrictions when it comes to relationships, because for me, if I'm in a relationship with you, then I know what the hell we're doing and that's it. I'm not checking where the hell
At
you
all.
at. I'm not doing none of
Exactly.
that shit.
Thank you.
Because you are,
But you know what, though?
my partner. You're not even my
Exactly.
husband.
You got that trust.
You're not my. You are my partner. I didn't give birth to you. I did not give birth to you.
This is-
You don't owe me nothing but what the hell you present to me.
This
So
is a-
therefore,
That's
I don't do all that crap. I
Not
don't
at
care
all.
about that.
So are you
I
saying-
do not care.
So are you
Sorry.
saying this like? Are you saying this is a relationship, not ownership?
Hell,
Yeah.
Man,
Wait.
Hey, baby, good. All right, peace out.
The thing
Check
is,
this out.
once you give, and in a lot of situations, once you cross that threshold and give somebody something of your private space or your private parts, there are people that believe that they now have some type
Well,
of
that's what
ownership.
people believe.
on
That's
you.
great.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yes,
That's not right.
Ownership
That's
is
what you
just
can't even like.
to
I'm
all
super. I'm just you. You cannot leash me. You can't do any of that to me.
Exactly.
Like I'm definitely not that person. Like I'm going to move
Let's
freely.
get to the next one.
But the thing is that I don't be on nobody's profiles hurting shit. I
I
don't
love
care about all
everybody.
that crap. I don't
I do.
care. Like
I love
if
everybody.
somebody
Yeah, you can't keep nobody that ain't
ain't trying to be kept.
I got
And so my
another
thing is
question.
not about ownership, but my thing is for sure, if I'm even thinking about doing a little bit, yes, I do want to know head to toe, left and right, and I'm taking the temperature, and that is just me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, and that's what this whole
That's
thing,
fine.
we have to just understand, we just have to respect, understand everybody's different. And this is me. I'm not saying, everybody, this is what you need to do or how you're supposed to do. What I'm saying is what I do.
Is it okay? Let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
is it a past relationship or
No, I'm just crazy.
that has you on edge?
I'm just
or-
crazy. I'm just crazy.
Hey, listen, let's get to one more thing and then we're gonna get to the, you wanted to talk about the strike, right?
Man, the strike, man, they bogus in Minneapolis.
Alright, so the last thing about this, let's close it out real quick. So the last thing is this then, alright. What is like we're gonna go around, you're gonna start first and we just go around. Just say something quick before we just get to the next topic, because this battery's finna die.
Okay.
So, what would you sum up, if you was give, I don't know if you even wanna call it advice or whatever.
30 seconds.
What would you give like advice to young couples or whatever? What would you say, what is your roundup to this whole cheating thing or relationships period? What's your
30 seconds.
If you feel like you're not getting enough out of somebody, you might as well just be honest with them and just let it go, because there's no point in holding on to something that is not pleasing you. And definitely if you go into a situation when it's just physical, nothing's ever going to work, because when the physical dies, then you're going to be sitting wandering trying to figure out where you can get the rest of your peace from. So then you're going to find Tom, Dick, and Harry to be the one that gives you support, financial support, and then the one that want to sit and listen to all your problems, because all you're doing is screwing the person that you're supposed to be in a relationship with. So don't be holding on to something that don't even make no sense for y'all. And just talk.
Okay, my thing is open to
30
all,
seconds,
open to
close
all, and attached to nothing. And this is nothing that I didn't want to touch on. We didn't, because this is I was gonna bring it up earlier, because this is something that I tapped in, because your better half and your other whole and da. See, I feel like I am whole on my own, you dig? And I don't have no better half, no other. I feel like whoever is gonna be extra, you know what I'm saying? Because that's tapped into what, because I was gonna talk about how you tell your kids they need to get into their self first and learn their self, because we go into these relationships and we've had this, and this might not be all y'all true, this is my truth, because I feel like I'm whole on my own, because if you go with that half mentality, this person passes, this person cheats, this person turns out to want to be a man or a woman, or want to just do something else, now you a half. I think that's something for sure. That's the one thing that I just wanted with the whole cheating and just relationship thing going into it. I feel like I'm a whole on myself and everybody else is extra, and that's why I'm checking the temperature to see if you added to this or subtracted to this. And then the bottom line, like I still stand on, cheating is anything you wouldn't do in front of me, including tapping on a bitch's ass. If you ain't gonna do it while I'm sitting right there, don't do it when I'm not there.
No doubt. What you got for me?
Man, if you gonna do it, just do it, man. Be honest, man. Don't be out here playing no games with nobody's emotions, man. Understand that if you're not ready for no whole-blown commitment, man, make sure you express that to the young lady or the young person that you're dealing with, so you don't end up with bricks in your windows and knives in your tires. Like, keep it all the way 100. Don't play no games with nobody's emotions. And trust me, if you honest, man, there's a lot of shit that can happen that you would really like to happen, that you would have thought you had to lie about, that you don't even got to lie about.
Man.
I agree with that too. Just be honest out the gate, like you said. You'd be surprised how many people do like it, and the ones that don't, fuck them. Just be honest, man. Live your truth, and everything will fall in direction.
That's for sure.
Straight up. Hey, look, baby, I'm sorry.
And this is a relationship, not an ownership.
It's not ownership.
Love yourself first. You can't expect no one to love you. If you are not loving yourself, then if someone else comes around, you are not going to be able to give them your all. If you're going to cheat, I'd rather you speak to the person first. If that person is not willing to bend a little, because I don't want nobody to change, you want someone to bend a little, because we're all different. If that person is not willing to bend, it's time to move on.
Compromise, yeah.
Absolutely.
That was deep. Interesting conversation. Chime in, comment,
make sure
like, share, comment, dislike. Oh yeah, I'm just prepping it. Like, share, dislike, comment. Tell your grandma about it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All that. But the second topic of the day.
And make sure if you're not in a relationship, make sure ain't nobody in a relationship with you.
Yeah, you gotta clarify.
You might be single, but make sure ain't nobody in a relationship with you.
Yeah, the second topic, we'll talk about Minneapolis schools, man. We're gonna do like 5 minutes, man. But today, the shorties could not go to school.
They went on strike.
The shorties could not go to school today in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the sad part about it is that during this first day of striking in Minneapolis, one of the shorties got popped. So it's like we dealing with
during the strike.
During this first day of Minneapolis public schools being on strike, one of the shorties got popped at lunchtime. So we have to understand what we're dealing with. I'm for real. He was outside.
So
you know what I'm saying? He was outside around
12:30,
12 o'clock. He was outside.
And he would have been in school.
He would have been in school. But unfortunately, or who's to know if he would have been in school?
Well, yeah, though,
you know what I'm saying? The thing is that we have like 2 epidemics going on right now in our city. The first epidemic that's going on is the fact that we have an increase in shootings of little kids, females, and school-age children. And then the other epidemic that we're dealing with right now is they just shut the schools down in Minneapolis. So a lot of the kids that would normally be in class during the day now have all this time on their hands and are now potential victims of the individuals from the community that are perpetrating violence on their own community. So with that being said, it's like, what do we do? How do I feel about the strike? I feel like right now the state of Minnesota has $10 billion in surplus. It ain't a reason in the world why them teachers shouldn't have the resources that they need to conduct them classes. In the world. So that's how I feel. That's how I'm gonna start the conversation off like that. I'm gonna take a 2 minute.
I got something to say about that.
What's up, bro?
It was just a meeting a week or 2 ago at the state capitol building, and the teachers union wasn't even in the building. $9 billion is available for this state to cover, like, say for instance, community education and things like that. But GOP wasn't in the building, that's Republicans, or the Board of Education wasn't in the building. That's a problem to me.
Wow. Yeah, all this is a problem. There's no way in the world that teachers shouldn't be getting paid like construction workers get paid.
I agree.
First and foremost, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
there's no way in the world you know what I mean? There's no way in the world that we trust our kids with teachers, education, safety, and the teachers ain't getting paid like they supposed to get paid.
Beyond that getting paid, they don't get respected, they don't get supported, they don't, you know what I mean? You know, yes, all the above, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I hate it.
You know what we gotta do as far as that go though? I mean, this is one thing we can do, that don't mean it's gonna help, but the way people push for you to vote for presidents, you need to be pushing for people to vote for their local stuff. You know what I mean? Like the president thing is kind of out of our reach to keep it real. They kind of gonna put in office who they want to put in office. But if you do your local voting though, for your senates, your police officers, the teacher situation, and all that type of stuff. So focus on your local politics. You know what I mean? That could help out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If we all rally to do that more than pushing people to vote for presidents all the time.
I'm not gonna say too much on this, but I'm gonna tell you this because see, I'm strong, way far left, independent, frontliner, the government, all of that. I'm there, so I don't even really for real support none of the things that are in play, and everything that's happening is a result of things being built on faulty system, a faulty foundation. So everything that we're seeing happen right now is things crumbling because it's built on faulty system. So I'm with, even though there's gonna be casualties, there's gonna be gray areas, it's gonna be dark, what's happening right now, the shift that's happening right now is inevitable. I definitely feel, my heart goes out. I am in a constant state of prayer, whether whoever knows it. I'm forever praying for all of us because it's needed. But getting to the point of what I was saying is because what's happening is supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? I hate the way it's happening, but it's gonna happen. And ultimately, it it has to happen because that's the only way we're gonna move forward. You know what I mean? So I know you like the politics. I don't tune into none of that. What has to happen? Because my thing is, it needs to start at home. What's the saying? If your child is only learning at school,
it's a problem.
Yeah,
it's an uneducated child.
That's a problem.
Because
That's
the system was not built for us, it's not for us. So what's happening? So really the only thing that I'm situationally gonna say, because we're gonna keep it short tonight, you know what I'm saying, is that we need to come together.